Probably doesn't seem like golf and Stoicism have anything in common, and that's certainly not what I was thinking about when I was writing the book. So I was super surprised to hear that Rory McIlroy, now the #1 golfer in the world, one of the highest earning golfers of all time, the best athletes in his sport, read both Obstacles the Way and Ego's the Enemy, and he actually said Obstacles, I think, his favorite book. So the Golf Channel is here, and they want to do a session where they sort of probe that. I guess he got interviewed about it too. So I'm a little nervous, but it should be pretty cool.
It's so difficult to watch.
A nightmare day for Rory.
Where did that come from?
There's one word for it. The word is choking.
Mentally, it was a demolition of Rory McIlroy.
When Rory McIlroy buckled beneath the weight of expectations, the kind that come with a swing you could hang in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, he turned not to a new coach for help, but to Epictetus, the ancient Greek philosopher known as a Stoic.
What the Stoics believed is that we don't control what happens, but we always control how we respond. Everything that happens to us in life is an opportunity to practice excellence or virtue.
Ryan Holiday wrote, "The obstacle is the way, the timeless art of turning trials into triumph." So, in his quest to improve, Rory hit more than just golf balls. He hit the books.
Just a journey of personal growth and development and trying to be the best golfer I could be the best person I could be. The moment that you stop wanting to learn, that's not a great place to be.
Running, gunning, chasing the crown.
Fundamentally, the book is about how do you react. Golf is a game where, because it's so mental, the reaction or the disposition you bring is most, if not all, of the battle.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, that's...
A lack of concentration, a lack of poise.
Now he's in trouble.
It might not be how you want it to go, but you still have a chance to be like your best self in that situation.
Running, gunning, chasing the crown. No chains, no rings to keep me down.
It's forced me to embrace difficulty, embrace impediments in my way. I used to shy away, and now I don't seek out failure, but if it comes, I welcome it.
No failure stung more than the 2019 Open, when the first round 79 brought both pain and a chance for growth.
Sometimes you go out in a first round and you're trying to play your way into the golf tournament, and that's never really been in my nature. That's something that I'm going to try to improve on.
It made me realize I need those failures to get to the point of winning 4 times and winning Player of the Year and all that.
Rory McIlroy is a 2-time FedEx Cup champion.
The modern athlete must learn not only to deal with failure, and in this sport even the best will lose 95% of the time, but also shut out the noise. And with social media, it's never been louder. With referendums, harsh judgments rendered every minute, refreshed and rehashed. That led Rory to another book, Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport.
Social media can be like poison for these deep-rooted human instincts we have. The people that you actually encounter are not a fair sample of the people out there in the world. Rory is reading these books on technology. He's reading books on Stoicism because he realizes what happens between the ears is a significant contributor to what actually happens on the course.
One of the hardest things about the judgment, about the comments, is learning not to read them. It's taken me a while to not read anything that's on Twitter or anything that might be said about me in a forum or online or media article.
It's going to optimize for outrage. It's going to optimize for trolling. It's going to optimize for aggressive pushback, because that's what keeps people's eyeballs on it.
I have opinions of the people around me that I value, but someone that's never met me and makes a comment or a judgment on a presumption of who they think I am or what they think I might be like.
I try to lock my phone in the bedside drawer for the weeks and majors and just do anything I can to just get away from that.
The future of high-performance athletics is going to treat the smartphone and its role in the athlete's life just as importantly as weight routines, just as importantly as diets.
And you think Rory is ahead of the curve on this?
He's that type of athlete, yeah. Looking for every edge he can get, and I think we see it's working.
And Rory McIlroy is a player's champion.
Working in part by tuning out a world in which, with one click, you can hear the roaring chorus of the rarely satisfied, always in need of more.
You move up in the FedEx Cup standings, this sort of changes your goals.
How do you assess looking ahead to 2020?
What's next for you?
We kind of unthinkingly ask people that, and we don't really think about what it's implying. What it's implying is that what you've done is not enough. This can create a poverty in the sense that they're never satisfied, they're never happy.
In his quest for a balanced existence, Rory's contemplated these profound subjects, even the heavy garment of fame.
The more time I've spent in the spotlight, the more uncomfortable I've become with it.
Rory McIlroy had the spotlight of sports on him, bigger than it's ever been. I can't imagine how he feels.
I used to love the adulation, but now you crave that anonymity.
That's an old idea considered by another Stoic, Marcus Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius says, what is cheering but, the clacking of tongues? What is clapping but the smacking of hands? What he's trying to remind himself is that these things that maybe you wanted early on or you thought would be amazing are actually not that meaningful. And what matters is the love of the process, the doing.
Love what you do, not what it brings you. Progress, not perfection. Practicing golf, yes, but virtue as well. Books as part of the process. And ultimately, a purpose deeper than shooting 65.
It's a part of my life that I take very seriously and I want to make the most of. But I've other purposes. I've responsibility to be a good husband, a role model to people that might want to emulate me. That's all a part of my purpose.
Hey, it's Ryan Holiday. My #1 best-selling book, The Obstacle is the Way, is $1.99 as an ebook right now. It'll never be cheaper than this. If you're going through anything, if you're dealing with challenges or obstacles and you want a philosophy, a framework, a bunch of inspiring stories that will help you overcome that thing and turn it maybe even into the best thing that ever happened to you, check it out. The Obstacle is the Way, The Timeless Art of Turning Trials into Triumph is $1.99 as an ebook until March 29th. Check it out. Hey, thanks for watching Daily Stoic. If you want to learn more about Stoicism, you can check out some of our other videos here. Subscribe, we'd really appreciate it. Keep learning, keep studying, and remember those 4 Stoic virtues: courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom.